Hi, my name's Laura. I'm a lecturer at Assumption Church and just want to go over a little bit about the gospel for Wednesday, March 18. I have come not to abolish, but to fulfill. So just how does Jesus fulfill the law of the Old Testament? Today's first reading gives us a clue. Moses reminds the Israelites that even though the law blesses them with God's wisdom, what really sets them apart is how close God is to them. What great nation is there that has God's so close to it as the Lord, our God, is to us? That closeness is the key. Yes, God wants His people to know His thoughts, but even more, He wants them to know His heart. In Jesus, God has come even closer to us by showing us up close what loving God and our neighbor looks like. Jesus reveals the heart of the law and perfectly fulfills it. Here are some examples. Keep holy the Sabbath. Jesus does this not by scrupulously avoiding work, but by praying and reaching out to the needy with the healing compassion of God. He even invites synagogue leaders to reflect on the real meaning of this commandment. Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath rather than to do evil? To save life rather than to destroy it? Do not bear false witness. Of course, Jesus never breaks that law, but He goes even further than just not lying about another person. He notices and praises the kernel of righteousness He sees in them. The first time He meets Nathanael, for instance, He declares, "Here is a true Israelite. There is no duplicity in him." No wonder Nathanael becomes a disciple. Do not kill. Especially during His passion, we see Jesus fulfilling this law. Not only does He not strike back at those abusing Him, but He forgives them. He does not argue or defend Himself against accusations, but keeps silent. He pours His life out in love, even for those who condemn Him. Jesus shows us that the heart of the law is loving God and our neighbor. He shows us that true obedience goes beyond a matter of thou shalt not. He comes close to each of us to show us what it looks like. That's how He came to fulfill the law. Jesus, thank you for patiently teaching me how to love.
Buenos días, hermanos y hermanas de la Iglesia de la Asunción. Soy su hermano Luis. Hermanos, ¿cuántos de nosotros seguimos la ley del Estado de Nueva York, la ley de la policía, la ley de las escuelas? Pero nos cuesta trabajo hacer la ley del Señor. ¿Cuántos de nosotros nos duele ir a la iglesia? No seguimos la ley del Señor. Y eso está mal, hermano. Yo te pido que en esta cuaresma sigas la ley del Señor, porque el Señor va a estar en ti, va a estar en tu corazón. Y si existe dentro de ti, existe dentro de tu familia. Que en esta cuaresma podamos pedirle al Señor, tener esa fe, ese amor, esa misericordia que Él nos da para seguir adelante y seguir su ley, porque el que sigue al Señor lo tiene todo. Muchas gracias y muchas bendiciones.